Hi everybody, it's Dave Dunbar at General Pipe Cleaners, and today I'm here with Dave Wintruba, who is our jetter specialist in customer service. So you handle all the big questions that come in about jetters, high pressure water cleaners, things like that. And behind us, we have three of our gasoline jetters. We have the 3080, we have the JM-2512, and the JM-3055.
Right.
Now, when you take a look at all the gasoline jetters that we have, is there any common thread when people call in with problems about pressure or motors, anything like that? What questions do you get?
Most calls we get is either fluctuating pressure up and down or no pressure at all.
Okay.
So what you want to do is, first of all, you got to make sure that you have enough water supplying the pump.
Right.
After that, I mean, on our 3055, you need at least 5 gallons a minute.
Okay.
5.5.
Right.
This one here, you need 4 gallons a minute.
Right.
And on the 3080, it does have a 12-gallon tank, so you can get away with 5 gallons a minute.
Mm-hmm. But you do have to have 4 or 5 gallons a minute to
keep the pump going. Yes,
right,
you need
right.
that. So
Okay.
otherwise, you'll cavitate the pump. If you short the pump of any amount of water that it needs, you will cavitate.
And that's requires a new pump at that point, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. What other issues come up, and what other
then after that, I mean, after you make sure you have enough gallons a minute to supply whatever pump or whatever jetter you have.
Right.
The next thing you need to do is look at it, make sure you have no leaks.
Oh, okay.
You know, because if you have a leaking fitting anything, a hose, or even underneath here, in the back of the pump, there's a thermal valve.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. It protects it against hot water.
Hot water, or if you leave the pump in bypass too long.
Yeah.
What you want to, and what I mean by that is, if you shut the water off to the supply hose,
right,
you have to shut the jet down, also the engine.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it keeps running, it goes into bypass.
And
if it's in there too long, it'll heat up, and then when it hits 140 degrees, it'll blow out of there.
Okay.
And then sometimes you have to watch too, because also it'll suck air. So you might want to take your finger and that fitting under there,
You're talking about the thermal relief valve.
Yes, it's right here, this little piece right here.
Yeah.
You can actually, while it's running, if it's going up, put your finger there. If it's sucking air and you put your finger there, it'll stop. And then if that's the problem, your pressure will go right up.
So there's several things that can go wrong with the thermal relief valve that can cause a reduction in pressure or no pressure.
It could either leak or it can actually do the opposite and suck air.
Okay, great. So also, what do you do?
And then, so you check that, no leaks and everything. So then you want to come to your nozzles.
Right, okay.
Okay. Now, the people use one nozzle most of the time.
Usually, yeah.
So what I tell them to do is get a nozzle that you don't use or rarely use, put that on, see if that changes, because over time, sometimes these nozzles will wear. The water opens up the holes a little bit. You need a certain, so that's why I say check them.
A worn nozzle can cause the same symptoms?
Nozzle, yeah, because you're opening up the hole, and it's not now 4 gallons a minute. It could open up a little bit more.
Okay.
So that's what you want to do. Try a different nozzle.
Okay.
And see if that's the case.
Okay. So let's say you go through the water supply and they're getting enough water, and they've looked and there's no leaks and their thermal relief valve isn't leaking or sucking, and it's still cycling or giving no pressure. Where do you go to next?
Well, you can check the unloader or replace the unloader. We have a video that we made that you can go look at the video about how to change the unloader.
Okay, so it helps you diagnose it?
That is correct.
Diagnose it
and it tells you how to replace it.
Okay, perfect. So in your experience, are those the main things that come up when somebody has a problem?
Those are the main phone calls I get.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
No pressure or fluctuating.
Okay, and these are the solutions and the ways to diagnose them. All right. Thank you very much. Very informative. We appreciate it. Any other questions? Call 800-245-6200 and talk to customer service, or go to our drainbrains.com website. It's chock full of information. Thanks a lot.